Welcome to Literacy Home Learning. This is a literacy unit appropriate for children learning from home during this extended school closure. It is designed to provide learning opportunities for primary age children and will help to develop their ability within the national curriculum. This is lesson number 9 in the series. Please listen along, pause the video when necessary, and listen out for the task appropriate for your age and ability. To be prepared for today's lesson, make sure you have something to write with and your home learning book. Follow along with the video and be sure to pause when you have been given a task to complete. You will know when to pause when you see the symbol in the bottom corner of the screen. Today's learning objective is to be able to present information in a poster. The message in the book that's in Forest is Save the Rainforest. This is vitally important if we are to prevent global warming. Today you will be gathering information to place upon a poster with the message Save the Rainforest. Time for your first quick task. Whilst watching the next part of the lesson, make notes in your home learning book related to why we should save the rainforest.
Rainforest is really important because it's the habitat of lots and lots of animals. So some animals live in the rainforest and nowhere else. So if we lose the rainforest, we would lose those animals as well, such as jaguars and parrots and lots of different monkey species. It's also very important because it's full of trees, and trees are extremely important to give us oxygen and to take away carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which we actually need that process to survive.
Not only does it support lots of different types of animals, but it also supports people too. For a lot of people, they get their livelihood from the forest, so their jobs can be connected to the forest. That might be taking people out to look at animals. It might be collecting wood to sell.
Most of the biodiversity in the world lives in rainforests. So if we don't have the rainforest, then that biodiversity can't survive. But also that biodiversity is just part of this big web, really, a web of life, which is keeping everything else alive. And once we start to damage it and break that down, then the rest of life and the earth starts to suffer. And also they're important because we should try and save and help everything, the wonder of biodiversity on our planet. It's much better to live in a planet that has all these wonderful species which have evolved in it, rather than just a few species or people and cattle, or maybe nothing. If things get really bad, then it'll be difficult for all of us to live on this planet.
We thought that it's important to save the rainforest, to stop global warming, to save animals' habitats, to stop animals from becoming extinct, and to prevent people's homes from being destroyed. Here are some Save the Rainforest posters that you may use to inspire you. But as you can see, they only have a slogan. They don't have key information explaining why it's important to save the rainforest, and this is the difference we'd like you to make. As you can see, each poster had an impactful message asking people to think about saving the rainforest. You will need to think of an important message to have on your poster today. What important things need to be done to save the rainforest? Things like stop cutting trees down, stop polluting rivers, and stop destroying animals' habitats will all be important messages. Time for your next quick task. Can you create a short message for your poster that you think will help save the rainforest? Remember to make notes in your home learning book.
The Amazon cannot speak up, the trees cannot speak up. They cannot say that they are worth it, and they have a value. So what I made is my life. My name is Erica Beringer. I'm a scientist, even though I don't wear a white coat.
bem em cima melhor, eu acho.
Pode ir. So when you come again, we're going to remeasure in the same place. The Amazon stores so much carbon that is helping us fight climate change. So what it's doing is that it's keeping the carbon on the ground, on the forest, and it's not in the atmosphere.
So all the carbon is locked up.
Yeah, all the carbon is locked up in trunks like this. And the bigger a trunk, the more carbon a tree has. And then we measure the tree like I just did. This one is 23.4. We painted.
And then you're going to come back and check it again.
And check it again, and then we can see how much the tree is actually growing through the years, how much carbon is taken out. A big tree might store 3 tons of carbon, 4 tons of carbon. Now imagine a lot of big trees across the whole of the Amazon. As if that carbon is lost, it goes to the atmosphere and contributes to climate change.
Got an ant on your neck.
Oh, that's
to
fine.
the right.
Yeah.
You're not bothered.
No. It's the Amazon. So in these bags, we have different pieces of wood. Each bag came from a different forest. So we pick up the wood from the forest. We put in this big oven dries behind me to remove all moisture from these twigs. And then once they are dry after 3 days, you pop them on the scale. And half of the weight that we have here on the scale is actually carbon. The government is saying that we don't need to protect the Amazon. And people on the ground feel that it's okay to deforest. They're not going to be punished. Environmental crimes are fine. A place like this is so wonderful. It's so full of life. It's so full. It's just so beautiful. And to lose it, it's never going to come back again. We're never going to be able to build an Amazon. It's going to be gone forever. So once it's gone, it's just gone.
Year 1 and 2, here's your main task. In your home learning book or on A4 paper, create a poster that will help save the rainforest. Use the success criteria below to support your learning. Use your short message. Make sure you have 3 facts about the rainforest from the first quick task today. And use plenty of colour. Year 3 and 4. Here's your main task. In your home learning book or on A4 paper, create a poster that will help save the rainforest. Use the success criteria below to support your learning. Use your short message. Make sure you have 6 facts about the rainforest from the first quick task of today's lesson. Draw pictures of tropical animals and use plenty of colour. And finally, Year 5 and 6. Here's your main task. In your home learning book or on A4 paper, create a poster that will help save the rainforest. Use the success criteria below to support your learning. Use your short message. Make sure you have 9 facts about the rainforest from the first quick task of today's lesson. Draw pictures of tropical animals and use plenty of colour. Once you've completed this, write a paragraph that accompanies your poster that explains why the rainforest needs to be saved. So how have you done? Time to share your work with the class. Show your poster to your home teacher, but don't forget to check for spelling and punctuation mistakes first. Well done everybody, that's the end of lesson 9. Be sure to join us again for the next lesson.